Kurt Monroe. Nice last name. Um, uh, X Factor is not X Factor. There's a big difference. This is the voice of Finland, and this is about being a coach and mentor, like you said. I started doing the show. I'm doing it because it's fun for me. Plus, I can introduce a lot of music, a lot of bands that Finnish people, for example, don't know. Say Cheap Trick is totally unknown in Finland, and they're one of my favorite bands. And I've had in the past seasons, I've had at least three Cheap Trick songs on the show. Uh, I love doing the show. I was asked to do it. At first, I turned down the offer. They asked me to do it, and I thought it was just like all the other shows, like the ones where some of the shows they actually. I mean, they have judges, and I would never judge anybody. That's why I wasn't interested. I thought it was going to be the same thing. I would never judge anybody's work. I've never been part of anything like where you give points to people and say who's good and who's bad. I turned it down, but then the leader of the band, the Voice of Finland band, is a good friend of mine, his keyboard player, Lenny, and he called me separately and he said, "You might want to reconsider that. This is really a different kind of concept. That actually we're not judges, we're coaches, and we're going to actually it's about positive." Constructive feedback, and we actually help the singers in there. It's a good way to kind of counter, it's an answer to all these other shows where they put people down. They actually choose singers who are bad so they can mock them, which I can't stand. I think that's a crime. You should never tell anybody that they're not good enough, or don't quit your day job and stuff like that. So it's in a way it's killing with kindness, as they say. It's a kind way to kind of make a point that we only give honest replies. We encourage the singers and give them positive advice, positive constructive advice to help them with their career. And after the show's over or the cameras are off, we still keep the coaching continues. I've become good friends with most of my singers, and I keep helping them. I've worked with them. I've had one guy was singing backing vocals on the last album, and I've done gigs and stuff and doing all kinds of things to help them with their career. So that's why I enjoy doing it. And we do actually help singers with their careers in Finland and elsewhere too. So I really enjoy doing it, and it's nice being able to help people. And it's a good way to say, that you should never be negative or mock anybody or put them down for not being good enough or anything like that. So it's a great format, and as long as I enjoy doing it, I'm having fun doing it. That's as long as I'm going to do it. The 5th season is starting now. And we got a great team now. The coaches have changed. The last season, we had a great team of coaches, and it's going to be the same team now. One of them is Tarja Turunen, who was the original singer for Nightwish, and she's there, and 2 other guys, Scott Red Drummer and Olli Lindholm. And we cover a vast area of music, from like Schlager to rock and roll, And I put a lot of rock and roll into it, and I think it's a great combination. And they asked me if I wanted to do the 5th season. I said, as long as it's the same coaches, the same team, then I'll be happy to. And so we'll keep going. It's the 5th season starting now. The autobiography, like I said before, it's got to be translated. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get it translated as soon as possible to English and hopefully Japanese too. So it's in the works.